So today it's a late night, got a lamp on and that. Basically we're just taking the turbo off. We're going to take it all off at manifold to fit the new Honda Civic 1.7 CDTI turbo, 100 brake horsepower, and then yeah. We're also doing a ported inlet, so we're going to have to take all this lot off, ECU, everything. We're going to start down here first and take that pipe off. And this gizmos gives us access to shit. We've got fire going next to us, it's alright. Naf's cracked all these nuts off that old manifold on, which were 12 mils. Just took a few bits off from intake and the boost. So obviously it's not intercooled, so it's directly from turbo straight to intake. So yeah, that's it up to now. Oh, you cracked oil feed to top of turbo. Was that that were a 10, weren't it?
Yeah, that was 10.
Yeah, so manifold bolts, oil feed, and there's an oil return underneath, which I think is like these, like a spring clip, which is quite easy to pull. Yeah, that's it up to now. In order to get obviously front mount intercooler on, we're going to have to take bumper off. Now I've already had these lights out and bottom clips broke because I got impatient. Basically, yeah, so I just wagged it out and broke. I mean, they wobble a bit, but it's right. So you take these, they're only 8 mils, 2 8 mils here, and then if you can get underneath wing, you can get to it. I did take one side out, I think, and then obviously 8 mils along top, and then we'll see what's underneath. I think there'll be wheel arches as well. So it's definitely bent. Well, that's art. You just unplugged this plug right back. Okay, also I can't get to. Oh my god. It's hard an invention, I think.
Fuck you.
No, it's fun to follow all shit. So the headlights. We've got like 2 little bits up. In fact, I'll just show you if I can. So, oh no, I've got an hole in my glove. Anyway, I don't know if this is the proper way, but it's my way, or the highway. Push them out, and then you can just get straight out to video at the same time. You can just get a screwdriver in here and just prise it out, which I'm having trouble with. There you go, it's just clipped out now. Oops, headlights out. So I've took headlights out. Yeah, just a tip. When you take headlights out, don't rag on that bit that bolts it down.
I'm fucking crying.
Just broke, yeah, so I'm going to put my old headlights back in. Shut up. When you come to take your bumper off, there's a little starkey in there. Now, if you've got a slammed van like mine, and big tyres, generally it wears away. So then there's just a big hole. So that is hard holding out on. Cool. But it's next to the wheel, or under the arch bit. Now, if you've got your headlight out, which I have, very aggressively, you see my hand here, there's another starkey underneath. Now, normally I'd jack it up, but I forgot my jack, and I don't think we're going to get that far anyway to get underneath. Well, I don't know. No, just inside under the wheel arch, which is like about there. Right there. Now you can see it. I've just had to cut it with just captivated plastic nut, I think, so it's just spinning in metal. So I got a ripsaw blade. We know ripsaw because some little baghead nicked it. And just cut it. Obviously I've got to do it upside, but yeah, that's it. Easy as that. There's a so that broke. And then underneath, just under the radiator, there's 3 holes under like them annoying push things that split. I can't be arsed with them. They do me head in, so I'll just ragged it off. Naf has took the EGR bolts out, which is here. Right tight. I thought they were going to break off. But Naf's managed to get them off. They're 12s, and there's one here. Spanner on ratchet, extra leverage. Or you could just have proper tools. And there's another one up back. Yeah, one on each side. I'm just taking intake off now. These bolts all up place for some reason. So to get better access to the turbo, it's best to take this slam panel off here. Is what were they again? 14s I think. 13s. So there's 2 on this side here, and then 1 on the inside. Obviously it's the same on the other side. And then you just have to lift the passenger side up, pull it towards you. Because there's a little air vent. And then fold that away, you've got access to your radiator. Obviously once we've shifted that, turbo's just there. It's just easier to get to push and size things up when we've got other turbo on. So, to get the radiator off, once we removed everything, pretty much, there's like a plastic bracket holding the radiator down. On the other side, well, I don't know what size it is, I presume it's a 13. Yeah, 13. That'll come off, then you can lift that off. That radiator should just obviously undo all them clips and stuff. I think part just, everything just pushes out, and then there's the one of them annoying clamps that no one ever puts back on because they're horrible. And then look, same on the other side, and drain your water out. I think radiator should come straight out, apart from the fan, which is fan switch, which is there. It's another annoying clip. So we had enough last night, so we went in. So next morning for that, and I forgot to video, so basically that's your water, top water hose clamp, which are them horrible clamps. You take that off, and then this pipe here, which is to an overflow bottle, that clips all in here. Hold on, all in here, and you pull it out. Same clip for the other side, and then there's that fan switch, and it's on by a couple of tie wraps which I've just hacked. You can't get them off. Yeah, and then another top which goes to your top overflow, another little clamp, and then them brackets that we moved yesterday, and then just lifted it out. Be gentle and not rough like me. Got radiator and everything off. I've got better access to the turbo, but these manifold, not manifold, sorry, exhaust downpipe. Yeah, that's it, I've got it. Downpipe bolts are a bit knackered, so I'm trying to hammer them on.
Nice and wonky.
That's it. I managed to get one out, but see if we can get this one out. And I've got the Honda Civic downpipe that I bought, 1.7, which is a bigger bore. It looks to be in the same kind of position it's going, so it might be alright. Just as a comparison, that's the standard turbo, which is like tiny. And oh, chickens about. If you look at the housing, it's a completely different size. Massive. Clean my car when you're done, boys. So, turbo manifold's off. Just got to be careful because this oil feed here runs off at top, and it's a bit of a shenanigans to get it out. Like I said before, just them clamps for oil return, random washer, and yeah, so she's off. Let's size her up to the Honda Civic 100 brake horsepower turbo, and combo or Corsa 1.7 DI 65 mega horsepower.
Size comparison.
Bigger. So we'll just have to see how it fits on now. I've got the manifold unbolted on. So this is the trial fit. Anyway, enough wildlife. So I've got the turbo next to each other, and it turns out the manifold doesn't bolt straight up, which I'm not surprised because that's just my luck. But as you can see, it's quite a way out. So instead of putting it all back together and putting a slow turbo on, I've got another 2 days, so I'm going to elongate that one, drill an hole for that one, elongate that one. I've got to go to my mates. She's got a pillar drill. Well, it's mine, but so. And then, well, it's not mine, we share it. I just thought I'd point that bit out. So yeah, just going to do that, and then See what it's like. Naf's just harassing chickens. Don't lose your finger in it.
I know. I've got her wings as well, so she don't flap me.
Yeah. As you can see, Naf's drawn a line around the gasket of the original manifold on the combo Corsa. So just drilling it with a bit of lube on, so it doesn't burn out and shatter. And he's also used a punch to put a little. Can't wait to see. Yeah, there you go. Punch just to knock a little thing so. What's the word?
Drill
drill's positioned correctly.
Ish.
So yeah, just gonna.
Yeah, I hope if I punched it in the centre, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Drilled that one out. Just elongating that one, which. Elongating that out. That's already been doing that bit. What we're gonna do there is split it with grinding disc, and then elongate it out. I think. I
reckon.
Yeah, it'll probably do.
What's that look like?
Yeah, I'll do it with that.
Alright, I'll do it. Yeah.
Elongate it out. Yeah, sound. Manifold. When you're going to working on your turbo, drilling out and stuff, make sure you put a bung in to stop all bits going in, because you don't want bits in your turbo. Trust me, I've been there a few times. Go and see how far off we are. Yeah, man. And just that one to do. Yeah, it's quite alright, that up tonight, isn't it? Sweet. Good little tip when you're drilling and that. A bit of lube. You can either use grease or WD-40. Keep the drills I don't know, stop them from breaking. Although, that's already broke 2, but still.
3, innit?
Have you bought 3?
Oh no, 2, you're right.
Bought 2, yeah.
Didn't break the small one, broke the bigger ones.
Yeah. Right, so Naf's elongated these 2 holes and drilled the 3rd hole to see if the manifold fits.
I think we might need to open up just a little bit, just give it a bit more play.
Not so I can move it. Yes.
Good
It's
fit.
not too bad actually, is it? Obviously gasket will fill with tiny, minute.
It's looking central, isn't it?
Not too far off.
Looks like it's at right angle to engine as well. We've not got it cockeyed at all.
Yeah, I mean we can always take the drill up to mine and do a bit of playing about if it don't quite fit in, but looks alright. Now we've sorted the manifold out. The other side, from obviously with front turbo on, the other side where we've drilled the new holes ain't going to be flush, which means we're not going to get a bolt now. So we're just going to use grinder and a grinding disc on. You can use I mean we've got sand pads and all, but we'll see how we get on just to get rid of that edge so we can get a nice nut on it. Bit smoother, still a bit ghetto, but that's what we're all about. Pretty much ready to go. Well, kind of on car. I'll just put some test fitted some 13mm on. Just see if it all fits. Alright, gaskets on. Yeah, seems to be alright. I don't think I've done a bad job there. Minimum play. Big boost. So, the Civic turbo is on. Well, not on. I'll just put one bolt in, just hold it in place. The original Vauxhall turbo feed should fit straight on. All positioned like pretty much bang on. It's uncanny, isn't it, really? It's just the exhaust, which a little bit close. I'm thinking, obviously, we'll put the Civic wherever it's gone.
Yeah.
Alright. Civic exhaust. We might end up cutting that flange off, and I don't know. We'll have a look. Try and piece it up, see what we can do to make it work. Being in Britain, we expected a bit of rain, so we've done like used an engine hoist. If it bangs it down, got a bit of shelter at least. Don't buy gazebos, just a waste of money. As soon as wind picks up, it rips them to bits. Bang a nail in one side. Job's a carrot. we've took the original exhaust off, well, moved it to the side. The Civic one bolts on, but the drive shaft is probably going to catch on this bracket, maybe, but eliminate that problem and then it's not there. And then I don't know about the flexi bit, if it's going to touch this mount, which it looks like it's touching here, but I don't know. I'll have to bolt everything, nip everything up and see how tight everything fits. And we'll have a look. So we have put the E-jar back on, all manifold bolts all tighted. 12. That's a 12 as well. It's a bit funny to get with a ratchet. So E-jar's nearly on. The oil return is on with them little spring clips, and the oil feed is on, which is a 10mm I believe. Just nip it up when you nip it back up. Not too hard, don't smash it to bits. And then we've got exhaust to put on. I've only found 2 bolts. So, sorry, nuts. Only found 2 nuts. I'll have to look for other nut. I can get a ratchet on that one. I stand corrected. Yeah. I don't know what else we're going to do after. Maybe position mount, front mount or something, I don't know. We've come to put the intake on, and because this turbo must sit a little bit lower, it fits on from the original Isuzu Corsa combo, but the breather pipe is quite a way away, so we're going to cut it round about this area when it's going down. And then I've got an old, wherever it's gone, an old Range Rover intercooler with some pipe, which I'm just going to sleeve over it and just extend, because it's only your intake, extend the plastic bit just to push it further back so everything fits in factory kind of thing. But apart from it's got German engineering in it, bit of Range Rover.
That's it, it's all gone now.
That one there with green head literally got, I don't think any of that.
So we've used P38 intercooler now, which seems to fit perfect. Goes round, we've just tied it on for now, stored it in place. And then we've got some, whilst I was chasing ducks about with Charlotte, Carl and Nath have pretty much figured it out. We just need 2 90s and it should all be plumbed in, but obviously we'll do another video when we're doing it. Fit, I've had to chop a bit out of here for it to go round. It's not mounted in yet, and then we're using wherever it's gone, there, the Saab. Is this just the intake or is it an actual boost thing?
That is the cold side intercooler, that's all.
Oh, there you go, Saab intercooler, cold side, and it's gonna fit, and it's actually quite worked out without chopping anything off it. We've just got to bung that off with a boom handle because Ghetto. Which there you go.
Oh, everything you'll ever need.
But if you just use whatever piping you've got, I'm just using what I've got up garden, and there is plenty to choose from. So yeah. So I've just took the sump plug out, which is a 22mm, to drain oil out, and the top. I love climbing out. And the top oil filter is just behind your intake inlet, and that's 32. Yeah, 32mm. It's just like a plastic cover, which I forgot the filter. Yeah, it's just a paper filter, and you get your little gaskets. Well, you should do. Your little gaskets. Always wet. Oh, you don't have to with this one, do you? Yeah. Split metal ones normally wet ring, don't they? With a bit of used oil. So I'm just tightening the sump bolt up. Now, if you want to get pervert and look in your range manual, it should have a torque setting, but I'm not bothered. Just do it till it starts getting a bit tight, and just get a little nip. Don't over tighten it so it splits your sump. So radiator brackets are back on both sides. The radiator is nice and secure. Clamps are back on top as well, and that one. I think there's just, yeah, that's on. There's just that clamp there what goes onto the water pump to go on. got to a point where we're just chopping pipes up and making it work. So obviously depending on which cooler you use and how you go about things, it's just obviously you've got to work that out for yourself. But we're just chopping and using bits of what we've got, to be honest with you. But if it works, it works. Cock off. I don't know why, because gasket's not even that bad condition. I bought a new gasket for it anyway, which is on. I've just basically pried manifold away and just slotted it on. So I'm putting it all back together now. That's it.